okay, I've had enough of this. I'll take the pay cut, and I'll go check the other barns out. So got into the Farrowing area, had to keep an eye on if they were ready to give birth, because we would have to assist them within 10 to 15 minutes. If the pig would get stuck, the sow would overheat and she could die. So she would die with all her babies in it, just like a normal woman if she was giving birth. Same process. If the baby gets stuck and no one's there to help her, they can both die, right? So it's identical with pigs. So if we're not there, we can't help them. So a lot of times too, we would induce the night before with a drug, inducing drug. So if a woman was trying to get pregnant and stuff like that, they would be told they can't touch it because it would cause miscarriages. So the guys would have to induce with this drug, and it would cause labor within 12 hours. So we could kind of time them a bit. The born alive average when I was in the farms was 11.5 piglets per sow. Pigs are bred to have more babies than natural. Because of the way we do it with artificial insemination and all these different processes with the extending of semen, we can almost guarantee that we can get these numbers if we follow the procedure that we've been shown. Piglets go through a lot of trauma in the first week. In the first 2 days, they'll have their teeth clipped with wire cutters. They'll have 2 injections, an iron shot and an anti-inflammatory shot. They'll get a tattoo with 4 numbers on their ear by a clamp tattoo with prongs that go basically all the way through the ear, so that tattoo can stay till they're it'll as the ear grows, you'll start to lose the tattoo, and that's why I'll talk on the slap tattooing later. So yeah, tattoos, and then they would have a garden shear on a torch, and we heat it up till it was red hot, and we just shear their tails off with the torch, and it would cauterize the blood at the end of the tail. So, all this is done, again, with no pain medicine in any sort of the way. The piglet is screaming the whole time. You can tell he's not happy. I mean, nobody would be happy in that situation. And then if it was a boy, he'd have the unlucky procedure of a castration done by not a vet tech, not anybody with anybody training, but somebody no different than me or you. We just hold the pig like this, legs, and get his testicles sticking out. You'd have a scalpel, just like the doctor's office. You can buy them anywhere. 2 slits, you got to get through all the layers of skin, and even the sac layer too, and then the testicles would pop out, and then we'd just, with our fingers, bare hands generally, because with gloves it's too slippery and stuff, so we would pull them right out, and then just throw them in the pits. And this is where the medical waste talks about. Because we just throw it in the pit, it's not getting disposed of anyway, it's going in the pit, and then it's going onto the farmer's field after it's decomposed. So if we were to pull the intestines out, because you can imagine that the intestines are attached to testicles, so you pull them out sometimes, and we would be told to take elastoplast tape and tape them up, just like a diaper with tape, just like your elastoplast tape from a first aid kit. And then because you cause so much trauma to their legs, we would tape their 2 legs together like ankle to ankle, so that their feet, so when they stand up, they have a better chance of standing up, because you cause so much trauma to the back, they display out. So, they figured out a way to try and keep these animals alive the best way possible so that they can make money on them. We were told every pig you save is $200 to $300 onto your bonus check. What a gimmick, right? Like, just totally brainwashing the employees.